Hello. Happy Thursday. Hi. Oh god, we're a little... This is good. Okay. Hi. Hello, everybody. Happy, what is it? Thursday. Happy Thursday! Sorry we had to cancel yesterday. Car is currently at a dealership getting looked at. Hi, Sia. How are you? We are making up for lost time. It's been a week. I'm convinced it's because of the full moon. I sound like a little witchy woman, but that's because I don't know. It's a full moon and my car decided to break yesterday. So like that feels, you know. Hi Presley. Hi Presley. Real quick, let's give Jordan a round of applause for another subscribe. Yeah. 3 months in a row. Glad you're here. Well, I'm glad you're here, Presley. So happy. So today, what are we doing today? Today we're going to do some artwork. Or at least that's where we're going to start. I don't know. This is a commission that I've been kind of putting off. Not putting off, but I've just been a busy girl. Okay. So we're going to do some sketching. Not sketching. We're going to do some line art. I probably just want to like get like some base colors down and then we'll kind of see where we're at. Tonight is Steel Carabiner at Blue Moon in Lawrenceville. Sorry, I'm uploading the sketch to my computer. But tonight's Steel Carabiner, which is like a lesbian event every week at Blue Moon / drag show, and my drag daughter is in it, Portia. Give it up for Portia. But yeah, I want to go and see the show. So after this, that's where I'm going. So I gotta be done at like 9. So like we'll see what kind of like where we get today. And then, you know, wherever we're at 9 o'clock, maybe we'll play a little water park simulator or like, I don't know, maybe some Scorn. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We're just kind of doing whatever. But this is going to be a jam-packed next few days. Not like in a bad way, but simply because I'm still going to stream tomorrow. And then we're streaming Sunday. So we got like next 4 days, 3 out of 4. Like, let's go. I felt so bad when I saw your car got stuck in the intersection. I'm glad nothing worse happened. Yeah. Yeah, my car did. So let me set the scene for you guys with that whole thing. Because I was on my way to work. I do my little calls with my boyfriend every morning. And I'm talking to him and my battery light comes on. And I was like, okay. So I was like, give me a second. I need to call my brother, who knows car stuff. I was like, hello, sir. My battery light came on. I don't know what this means. He was like, it's fine. You know, it's probably not a big deal. It's getting cold, which is true. Like, you know, it can affect the battery. It was like, I'm currently having the same thing with my car. And actually on the phone, the car stalled, like his car. And I was like, okay, so it's fine. I'm just going to go. I got to get to work. I open. So I was the opener. So it's like 7:45 in the morning. I'm driving to work. I get all the way to 3 red lights before my job. Like, I have a half hour, 35-minute commute. I get to the third to last light. After all the highway driving, after everything, I get to the third light before my work. And the light turns green, and I go, and the car dies. And it is I don't know the truth of this, but some lady at the auto shop that my car ended up getting towed to was like, that intersection is the busiest intersection in the United States, which, like, I don't know if I believe, but like, it's definitely up there. Like, it is a crazy busy intersection. Apparently, like, something about the sheer volume of traffic. It's not necessarily crazy all at once, but like the amount of cars that flow through it all the time apparently are like up there in the ranks. Hi, Broke. Hi. But yeah, so anyway, my car breaks down, I get towed. The police it was just like a whole thing. So we're working on getting that fixed. I'm just really hoping it's not as much as it's gonna cost me. If it is, then, you know, what you gonna do? That's life. That's what savings are for. So it's whatever. So I'm currently carless, but I went to the dentist this morning, guys. And I just like kicked my computer. I went to the dentist this morning. They did not yell at me. Just like new. I mean, I've never had like super bad teeth, but like I feel like usually there's always kind of like a general wash of you're terrible at taking care of your teeth every time you go to the dentist. Like, I feel like they always are like, you little peasant with their little brown little wood slat teeth, like, oh, you poor thing, like, do you literally have a toothbrush? Like, I feel like that's usually the vibe, but it wasn't that this time. They gave me my props. I was like, thank you. Another one, thank you. I think maybe it's because I said I hadn't been to the dentist for 2 years. Maybe they were like, we can't, if we be mean to him now, you know, he's never coming back. Like, his teeth are done, which I appreciated. Imagine having your car break down on a ferry, though. I'm not putting my car on no ferry. No, it can stay on the land. If I am for some reason getting on a ferry that has room for cars, I don't know what situation would get me in that. I don't know where I'm going on a boat that I need my car on the other side, you know? But I guess, who knows? Maybe I will die on that ferry in my car in the ferry. Like, I'll be like a turducken, but like with vehicles. Anyway, we're going a little crazy. I think we should start doodling here. Let me quickly. Also, I did a lot of adjusting of audio things. I don't know if I did it right, but hopefully this doesn't sound like absolute horseshit. Sorry, I have to set up my tablet. Okay. But let's move. Or no, I have to download my sketch first. You have to visit me in Seattle, LOL. We're still not putting the car on the ferry though. Still not putting the car on the ferry. Let's see. I'll go on the ferry, and then we can, you know, go to what's on the other side of the ferry ride. But my car, I'll be back. Like, I'll come back to that parking lot eventually, I'm sure. Let's pull up my sketch real quick, and then we'll get into what we're drawing. I have to find a new job. I'm so stressed out. Oh no! Where are you looking? What are you looking for, Sia? Anything in particular, or like, are you just kind of, you know, trying to find anything at this point, or you can just walk on, LOL. Well, yes. Okay. Sketch in. And then also we're gonna turn off this music. And I'm just gonna put on like the Lo-Fi Girl. We're just gonna put Lo-Fi Girl in the background. Okay, there we go. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. So here's our sketch. Da, 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 da. Let's adjust this so that I only get the... Yeah, that's great. That's great. And then I hate having the like edges of the photo in there, so we're just gonna clip out the paper only. I don't know why I took that little edge, but it doesn't matter. Okay. And then let's do... Where is... Overlay? No. Multiply? No. What am I looking for here? I want it to knock out the white. I guess we can just boost the whites up. And then... Yeah, that's good enough. I just want like a suggestion of it. I don't want to actually use it so well. I want a creative job, but I'm a little stuck. I might try to sell art prints temporarily while doing a little job. I need some side hustles, lol, but I really miss working at the cafe. Yeah, I feel that with the side hustles. I mean, you're watching one of them. But yeah, side hustles, I mean... Sometimes it's just, you know, I feel like everybody has a side hustle nowadays. It's like, it's hard out here to like actually have a sustaining job and to like keep it. I mean, I feel like pretty much everything nowadays is like, it's just never actually enough to like stay afloat, which says a lot about America at the moment. We're gonna sketch with purple. But I want my pencil. Where's my pencil? I want my pencil. There we go. And then I also, what do I want? I want my reference pictures. Sorry, I should have had this like set up beforehand, but you know, who cares? I guess I need to go to Dropbox. Add, upload photos. Where are my reference pictures? There they are. Okay, add, upload. Okay, really quick, just because I need to go in my Dropbox and I don't know what's in there. Not that there's something like gross in there, but like could be, you know, hush hush things. Let's see. There we go. Download. Girl, WinRAR. I am not downloading the full version. I love it every time I open WinRAR. I love when I open WinRAR and it's like, you want to download me though? You want to like purchase the license even though there's not really any upgrades? I'm like, girl, I've had you for free for like 17 years. I'm not paying. Let's get... Trying to decide which reference picture I want in the... I guess we'll do this one and then we'll just put them both. So, by the way, the drawing we're going to be doing, now that I have these downloaded, we can do this. The drawing we're doing is commission from the actor who plays Chagall in Death Becomes Her on Broadway. So very exciting shit. I can't believe I'm getting to make this for him. But I need to get some actual work done on it. So that's what we're gonna do. I did this sketch like a few months ago. Not months. Oh my god, what's my concept of time? A few weeks ago. Like maybe 2 weeks ago. This needs to be darker. Oh god. Sorry. Okay. Let's get a nice deep purple to do line art sketching. Anyway, how is everybody's day going? How are people? How is y'all's Thursday? Since I had dentist appointment, I was off today, so I've been enjoying doing nothing. Just gonna make that eyelid crease look right. He has kind of like an elongated makeup thing going on. So like the actual eye starts here. The makeup extends that. Cleaning and disinfecting the house. Bitch, same. Wait, look at... Do y'all see how clean it is in here? I don't know if you can... Look at the bed. Oh. Come on, white balance. Shush. Okay, well, it doesn't want to show you, but my bed is made. Anyway. But yes, also cleaning day for me as well. It's the full moon. Sorry, I keep saying that. Mostly as a joke, because like at work, my manager is always like, there was a full moon last night. That's why everybody's being such a bitch. I'm like, right. Cheap wallet, get out of here. Get that bot out of my chat. Thank you. I'm making watercolor paintings of my pictures from Japan. Oh my god, that's awesome, Sia. I really want the sketch to be kind of the line art for this. I want to kind of paint the line art almost. Like I want it to be just as much of a drawing as the underpainting will be. So I'm really trying to like flesh out a little more character, not character, like a little more life into the sketch than line art than I normally would. So I'm like kind of embracing the thicker pencil that I can use an opacity blur on and create some depth in there. And maybe we can make this small and do like a little lashes. Not anything too crazy, just like some definition, you know? Actually, I don't like the lashes. I don't like them. They're in the wrong place. They're in the wrong place. Because if I have it that the eye is kind of pursed in a way, I need to have them kind of flipping up and down. Yeah. So they need to go up before they come down. And then on the outside, you'll kind of see it more because they're facing that way more. But these ones are kind of coming forward. And right in the middle, there would be one that kind of goes. There we go. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I think the style for it is better being cartoony. We can add that in later. Let's keep it like this for now. Let's make the brush bigger. Okay. This line coming out here is so important to get right. That sharp. Too thick. It needs to feel very delicate, but like very precise. It's a fine line. But, well, it is a fine line. I was about to make like some sort of analogy, but then I realized I just am drawing a fine line. tear duct would be there. Makeup goes past it. Gonna indicate a little bit of creasing under the eye from a smile. This needs to stay away. I need that bar to get out of it. And then again, the eyelid, the real eyelid crease, we're gonna paint over this. Like the makeup is gonna have the painted on eyelid crease up top there, but you'll kind of see the real eye crease underneath the makeup. And then this up here is what's painted on. And then, oh, and a little too far there. And that's just for now drawing these pupils. I have a feeling I'm going to want to do something fun with the middle of the eyes. But for now, let's just, actually we'll kind of erase the middle of them a little. For now, let's just have an outline of it, and then we can kind of fuck with that later. Definitely needs some top lashes. Whether or not we do anything fancy with the bottom, definitely needs some indication of a lash, because Chagall is too gay to not have a lash. At least some, like, hint of one at least, you know? Did I ever tell you the craziest thing I saw in Japan? No, but please do tell. I'm dying to know. I want to go to Japan so bad, or anywhere outside the US. I don't even have my passport. Getting the nose shape right is, like, honestly one of the most difficult parts of drawing a face. Because noses can look so out of place so quick. Like, you have to convey so much volume with such little line work because they're often such simple, round little blob shapes that, like, if you add too much detail, it looks a little too defined. Obviously, some people have really defined noses, which makes it easier in some ways to draw. But I find that softer noses are often harder to portray because there's just less information you can kind of put on the line work. It all has to be in the shading, which is oftentimes more difficult to kind of grasp. Here I'm trying to kind of subtly indicate with, like, minimal kind of, it's almost more shading than line work. Like, it'll read more as shading than line work once everything's colored. But, you know, it's the subtle things that really add up. Just going in and kind of detailing. Sia says, my study abroad area had a lot of beaches, and I went with my friend. While we were there, this lady and a guy pulled out a camera and started filming a porno video on this family beach, and then they had to evacuate all the kids. Excuse me? That is crazy. Just, like, at the beach? Just, like, any normal... That is, like, wild to me. I mean, I don't even know what to say. That's just, like, insane. Yeah, that takes some fucking balls to just like go to a normal beach and just be like, yeah, we'll just film it here. Yeah. No. It's totally fine. That's crazy, Sia. That's like actually crazy. Lips are difficult, especially when smiling. So you have to kind of wrap the skin around the teeth in a way that looks convincingly three-dimensional. I find expressions such as this almost more difficult. I feel like with more cartoony styles, you can get away with just like, this is my girl, and she says, I'm just a little girl. I'm a little anime girl, and this is my mouth. But like, when you want it to look a little more real, it's very difficult. Oh, I must persevere. Okay. And I'm not trying to do this exact smile over here. This is more open than what I want. I want it a little more tamed. Because this to me over here is more the actor, and he wants a more portrayal of the character. So we want to make sure it's reading more of like a choice that the character would make rather than him. Like making this bottom lip look more relaxed is kind of the key. Well, the top is stretched more across the front teeth. The bottom one is kind of still there, doing its own thing. Yeah. Some subtle indication of where that muscle like pulls around the corner of the mouth there. Rather than so much where the color is gonna stop, more like the muscle underneath. Yeah. And there would be a slight kind of indent. Or maybe not so much, actually. His mouth is stretched, so that would be kind of more of just a shadow than anything else. Soften this edge of it right there. Yeah, look at that face. I love it. Actually, this needs to knock over just slightly. Now that I see it in the viewfinder. And part of me feels like it needs to be like there. No, it still needs to go over. Yeah. That to me feels more in line, because this and this, yeah. Okay. Back to sketching. What did I draw over here? You see in my viewfinder there's something. There's a pixel that was accidentally dropped in the side of the canvas. Yep, there we go. Okay. Also, it does seem as though the face is kind of maybe almost incorrect, like too far. I don't know. We're gonna mess with this later. I'm looking too hard at it. Let's just continue with the top lip. Oh, incorrect. I can tell instantly that's not going the right direction. Hey Boo, just want to say hello. I'm at Still City setting up. Oh my god! I saw your Discord message as I was setting up here, but I didn't get a chance to reply. But how's it going? Good luck. I'm excited for you tomorrow. You have to let me know once it's over how everything went. Let's indicate these teeth a little bit. Teeth are hard, dude. You need to kind of just like barely indicate at them, because if you go too hard, it looks really scary. Yeah, okay. Let's get just a subtle line there. Yeah, he has kind of a, not a gap, but a pronounced, not pronounced, but like a visible line down the center. Some people's front teeth are really close together. I would say maybe I even did a little too much, because I think it's reading as a gap. Maybe if we did like a, where it kind of breaks in the middle. Yeah, that indicates it, but doesn't define it. Okay, back to this. I feel like Chagall's brows are pretty, they're there, but they're not necessarily defined. Like, I don't want it to look like he has like drawn on brows as I'm drawing them, but you know what I mean. Like, let's toggle this off and let's more draw this without the sketch so that it feels kind of one in and of its own self. Like standalone. This one. His brows are relatively short. They don't go very far past his eye makeup. Like, they almost end just before the tail of the, you see what I mean? Like this ends here, and while this ends here. Same here. And they're honestly kind of downturned almost. This one, like this one here, I think is good. I think maybe this one we angle back down a little. Let's put the anchor point in the middle so we can just kind of hinge it. So I think I could probably nudge this here. Yeah, and then that one line underneath it needs to be lightened just a little. Yeah, there we go, that's good. Okay, now these kind of hollows of the cheeks I feel like are kind of important to have a little more definition on. I want his kind of face structure to really shine through, because he has good cheekbones and good kind of structure overall of his face. And I feel like with someone that is bald, you kind of have to make sure that you spend extra attention on like the actual face itself. Because like I feel like you can get away with hiding a lot of, not that you necessarily should, but sometimes unintentionally hide anatomy flaws in the actual skull with, you know, getting just to throw hair on top of it. In a way, drawing someone that doesn't have hair is very anatomically humbling to an artist's hand, because you really have to make sure it's actually where it's supposed to go. You forget, like up here, like this half has a lot of nuance to it. I guess I should make sure I'm drawing over here, not here. Let me move me down. Because, yeah. Because I was just blocking, straight up blocking part of the screen when that's over there. Anyway, back to this. But yeah, bald people, am I right? Everything has to transition very subtly. Cause like, just barely too much, just like one extra line here and there can make the head look so wonky. I guarantee that there's gonna be places I need to adjust this because I can tell that when I zoom out here. Let's look at it without the sketch. Why is that Cynthia Erivo more than it is him? I'm too good at drawing women. Wait. That's Cynthia Erivo over there. That's not him. Guys, that's not him. That's Cynthia Erivo. That looks like a woman. We need to take this. Yeah, this part is too big. It needs to shrink in. We were just saying Cynthia. Yeah, it looks like Cynthia. Like unintentionally, I just drew Cynthia Erivo. Let's, okay, wait. Let's see what we're fucking up. Let's duplicate this and let's, so we need more chin. That's a big part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's just quickly kind of remap this. And then we'll go back in. So like, obviously proportions aren't going to be perfect because remember, this is a cartoony style. So like things are going to still be a little not accurate. So I don't want to focus so much on matching this perfectly. Also because the angles aren't exactly the same, you know. I'm not trying to make it like realism per se, but there is, you know, a lot we can gain from having this. Now it looks like swole Cynthia Erivo. Okay, nose needs to move up. Let's just throw this here. And I always put the nose too far down. I hate having to do this though. It always stresses me out because then I take the thing off and everything's out of place and then we need to readjust it again. Okay, that's so scary. That's so scary, guys. That's actually so scarily incorrect. Okay, something is so bad about that. Let's just take this away. And let's try throwing this back in. See, the jaw does not feel correct to me. I think it's because he's smiling more in the picture we're using as reference. Like, I think this still needs to go. Also, the mouth is not correct either. Also, the eyes are rotated. This whole thing needs to spin. Let's anchor the nose. He just looks like a woman to me. I think the eyes are too big, maybe. Let's just shrink it down slightly. If you want perfection, take a sip and drink it in. Okay, like I'm starting to see him come through, and I think it definitely is in the face, is where I kind of pulled a Cynthia, where it really started looking like her, as I wasn't embracing. I'm not good at male faces. I'm not used to them, at least. Like I can definitely do it, but it's not where my muscle memory is. See that third section of the jaw, I'm not used to drawing that. Where it goes, like it doesn't just go boom, boom. It goes boom, then again, and then it like slowly softs itself out. So like we'd have like kind of a mid jaw. That's looking more like it. And then also I want the face turned slightly, because all the angles of everything are turned. So we need to nudge all this to the right. And then also, one thing I'm missing is that his eyes have a less of a, it's not so, I had his eye, like the center of the eye. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but this slope needs to kind of be a little less steep. Yeah. And this eye needs to move up. Yeah, maybe one more. Yeah. And then let's take this away. Let's put this here. No, see, I keep wanting to soften things because I'm so used to drawing women. Keep this, we need more hard angles to kind of square everything out. And I'm still seeing Cynthia in the eyes. I softened it too much. I need more angles. Let's do, maybe if we harshen this up and have more angle there. Maybe that feels a little more like him. Yeah, I still think that this draw needs to be adjusted. Let's try let's move away from it for a second. Well, first I need to erase this because I can't look at that. Let's look at it with the body sketch. Maybe that'll help me. Okay, so first off, I'm noticing that I'm not giving him enough of his like actual face structure. We want to pull this, like this smile line specifically is definitely important to what kind of gives him his character. Not character, but like his personal, kind of evokes his likeness. Not likelihood, likeness. But it needs to feel like that cheek is kind of pillowing on top rather than like this needs to come up. It needs to hit the core of that shadow, and then you need to kind of feel it soften here. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but like, for example, here, let's actually, if I'm gonna chit chat while I'm drawing, I'm gonna do this like an art class. This line here needs to come, has the weight pushing here, while this section of the line has the muscle pulling it this way. If we just did this like a curve like this, it feels like everything's going up, 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 which is not realistic. So we want this to have more of a bump and then a down, which shows that there's a mass here and then there's something pushing against it. So it's pushing back from the, you know. Anyway, enough about art. Oh, I guess I completely didn't realize that I switched to black ink accidentally halfway through that, so let's just reset back to purple. Okay, had to like quickly change the color of everything there. Okay, so let's pump up the jam, pump it up, let the pump beat our stomping. And then again, we want to, well, we can kind of indicate the lines on this side with almost with the shadows that I'm sketching in on the cheek here. Also, like this line, maybe soften it a little. Also, his mouth feels maybe slightly big. Just like very slightly. Hi, Donovan. Hey, Krista's elves. Who's Krista? Actually, no, I think the mouth is big. Christmas? Oh, okay. I was like, who the fuck is Krista? And who's elf? Why does she got so many elves? So let's just take away a little bit of that. Okay, back to this. I need that vegan bitch to come back. I don't. I am like actually living so much happier and healthier now that I'm vegan. No. But no, I don't want her back. You're about to see the fakest person I've ever been, though, if she ever does, because I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so happy to have you. I won't be able to keep it together. Ears are so weird. This is kind of incorrect. This ear low-key is drawn at an angle that should not be there. But you know where it should be? On this side. Because I drew this more like it's kind of being looked at behind part of the face. And though he's looking forward, it's almost, it's like still slightly tilted toward one side. So this one works better here than it does on the other side, because that kind of looks like it's like peeking out a little bit. It's all kind of angled slightly. But I still think that it needs to be tucked back a little. Actually, maybe a lottle. Maybe this needs to go like here. Now that I look at it, the head is turned more than I even am thinking it is. Maybe this needs to kind of tilt out, because this part of the ear would be kind of peeking this way if we're that turned. Rather than so round, it would be kind of coming up. What does this look like there? Yeah, but this is too there. We gotta break that a little bit. I was like, who the fuck was Krista? Donovan, you're breaking my brain. Again, we got some random pixel over here. Okay. Actually, I think this whole thing needs to be like just like more of a, I don't know, male face shapes are weird, bro. This whole thing needs to be a little more, it's gonna look like there's like, I don't know how to describe it, almost like if you were like to do line art of like an upholstered chair, like that's what so crazy, but like that's how I feel like a male jaw looks. It's like there's like you can see like the batting under, and then the skin is kind of stretched around it, but there's like a lot of structure, but it's still like round. I don't know, like I need it to look hard and soft at the same time. Please don't take that out of context. But you know, like it needs to look like both pliable and sturdy. That's kind of an ear, right? Yes. I'll be back. I need to go search how to make pants. Okay, have fun. So I feel like having seen this show on stage so many times, I feel like I like can see what impression these people's face shapes actually leave on you in person. Like for me, I feel like the kind of T style shadow that he has on each side of his face is kind of what I remember. So I feel like there should be more of an indication of that, kind of the way the skin moves around this part. Especially when he's smiling. I think of specifically that part right there, like that hollow right in the cheek. Obviously that'll be conveyed more through color as well, but I still want that line art quality to kind of shine through. See that? I feel like this is much better. It's much better. I so much more enjoy how this is looking. And at this point, now that I feel like I actually see him under there, I feel like now I can kind of femme it up a little. I think I was scared earlier because I could tell deep within me that like it still kind of looked like a woman, and I was just kind of hoping that if I like withdrew on the makeup aspects, it would like look more like a man. But definitely like I needed to work with the face shape, because now that looks like a man with lashes. Before, it just looked like Cynthia Erivo. And I'm not saying that because these are both black actors. Like genuinely, that looked like Cynthia Erivo earlier. Like the sketch looked like Cynthia Erivo. Like I'm not kidding, like if I were to ink it, I think it would have been pretty passable. Like you could argue that I used a Cynthia Erivo reference for it. Like it was that accurate. Maybe not all the way around because obviously they're not the same person. But it really did look like her. Like I'm not crazy. We're gonna just get rid of that because I don't need that anymore. Okay, let's kind of artistry this makeup a little bit more too. Let's kind of give it an indication of a flare. And that since we're looking up at it, there'd be that natural kind of up and out. And then there should be kind of a plane of the face hitting on the side there. That looks wonderful. Wonderful. They'll call you wonderful. The anatomy of this neck in the sketch is a little incorrect, so I just have to kind of adjust this slightly. The specific reference that was commissioned, or did you choose it? This I found on Google. He sent me this picture and one other one, as well as like a video of the curtain call, which I already have like 20 angles of. Not that it's actually, I don't know why I said that like it was a secret. Like you're supposed to you can take videos of and pictures of curtain call on Broadway shows. Like I just have a lot of videos because I've seen it so many times. But yeah, he sent this, and then I found this as a good face reference because I felt like it captured his likeness the most, that it was like a good kind of jumping off point, which it has proven to be exactly that. I guess the rest of this I don't really need that. I'm going to need to like position him where I want him now. It's like if his face, okay, let's set up some guides. So this is the center. And then it's 10, so let's do 3.3, 6.6. So that's like kind of the thirds. If I had his face kind of there, maybe we rotate him a little so that his body kind of goes more center. If we have, yeah. So now let's erase this shoulder. And let's sketch a second sketch under the sketch of the sketch. And let's kind of let's get it, make it a little brighter so it sticks out differently. So if this shoulder is here, then his collarbones are gonna come across here. His, what are those? The lats would be there. The center would be here. So this neck muscle would pull from here. This neck muscle would pull from there. This is the back of his back. That's gonna hit this here. This will go down. We probably have part of his hip starting there. His chest would stick out here. Let's go down to the ribs, which hit the center here. So this there, that there. So it'd probably come down like this. We have the side of the pec here, which his chest is kind of puffed, so the kind of silhouette of that would be there, and here, and here, and here. It's kind of his titties. And then this bicep would cut down here. Elbow would be kind of like here. This muscle is going to pull elbow. So we'll have that hollow here. Arm will go down there. Bicep again. There. Yeah. It's very rough, and it's not like it really matters so much for this specific drawing because he has this big cape on that's going to kind of be blocking a bunch of this. But it's good to have a kind of accurate map of the body underneath the clothes, just so you know you're putting things at least where they should kind of sort of be. Well, kind of sorta. All right, and then let's maybe switch to red. Let's do some drawing of where the clothes are gonna lay. So the puffy collar, let's pull this up again. The puffy collar thing has sleeves. We're not gonna see the sleeves, but it does kind of have a like lapel. So this is gonna come down and down. And I want it to almost flare out at the end because, as you can see in this here, when he kind of throws it, the fabric does like a figure 8 almost around him, like that. So I want in the background, I want there to be this fabric. So the fabric would kind of be swooping up and down behind him. And then the part up here would be kind of swooping up in front, but you're not so much going to see. You're going to more just see a subtle indication of it, like on the sides here. Maybe we can have part of this lifting up and open. Maybe that can be what we do. Yes, maybe if this is coming up like this, then kind of the inverse of it on the back is hitting there. And this, let's have it feel like it's kind of pulling under this arm rather than in front like the other one is. So yeah, this fabric would go more this way then. So let's cut this away. And then what's underneath is we're going to get that fabric pulling over here to this side. This will pull back down. And then to the center. And that'll kind of do the same here. And then we will get kind of a peek of the underwear part there. And then obviously this cuts there. And we can kind of have we'll have part of that peeking out just because I feel like that cutout is fun. Just very wispy, grandiose, kind of good, some like edge lighting going on this furry lapel thing. Very good. I love that. And then we'll kind of have this like magic behind him, but we don't need to do that so much right now. Okay, let's. Yeah, I still think he needs to move over a little. I know it's like kind of uncenters him, but the way he's kind of tilted makes me almost feel like he should be a little off. No. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's okay. That's perfect. That's perfect. Let's lower the opacity of her. Like there. And let's do it new. We'll do line clothing. Well, I'm just realizing that the music like totally is not playing. What's going on there? Oh, those are my files. Those do be my files, though. Am I the only one not hearing anything? Did I like completely mute YouTube? Okay, well, I guess we'll just use this music because my YouTube was like not making sound, so that's super fun. Okay, let's switch back to that deep purple. Oh, too big, way too big. I don't know how I want to align this per se. I don't want to get so detailed with it that I feel like I have to like color in all these lines exactly. I want it to kind of have a softer finish so it doesn't have so much of like a border, because I feel like fur is more of just like a gradient than it has like a harsh outline. But I do want it to kind of flow. So I guess I should do this. Yeah, there we go. Like some defined, some not. Kind of flowing in the direction of the whole. Of the whole. And then just like some indications in where the shadows. I feel like you see more of the definition of the actual fur itself, more where the shadows are hitting it rather than where the light is. So I find that kind of adding a little extra detail near the edge kind of gives the indication of texture throughout the whole object itself. So you can kind of, without having to sit here and like do this across the whole thing, you know? Like in shadows like this, you'd want like to kind of indicate where the fur is moving, but without really filling in all this other area and like busying it up too much. And then a lot of this texture will come in with highlights rather than shadow. Rule of thumb, I try not to ink or do line art of anything that is a highlight. Like sometimes I'll like emphasize a highlight on the nose or like on the cheek like that. But really it should be a tone shift, not a like highlight. Really, line art should only be where there's a shadow or to like contain an object. So like that's why sometimes like I want to contain that highlight to make it really graphic, but like it's not always necessary. I shouldn't be adding lines to the face. Let's go back to the face one. I need to label my shit better. I just realized I want to add a little texture to the lips though. There. That's cool. Okay, back to line. This fur. Also, I need to sometimes remember, like, you're not getting paid millions of dollars for this. Like, you don't need to do all that shit. But also, like, I guess that's what makes you a good artist, is putting out consistent effort no matter what you make. But, you know, like, that's gonna look good anyway. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first rodeo. Consistent effort. Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Consistent Effort. Let's pull this out just a little bit. Okay. So now we do wanna kind of indicate these pectorials, you know. The whole kind of point of the costumes of the immortal people in Death Becomes Her are very much, I'm a hot, look at my naked body. Like, in person, like, you can just see the dancers, like, full, not like Puchina or anything, but like, you can see all of their body. Like, this fabric is so sheer in person. When you look at it in like recordings, it looks like the mesh doesn't look so see-through, but like you can really, like, in person, like, you see all their shit. And it's very much supposed to emulate that. Like, it's supposed to be like very much sexy. I mean, these are people who took a magic potion to stay young and hot forever. So, like, obviously, you gotta show it. And purple is kind of that, like, the color of the magic, the kind of like signifier of things that are immortal. So that's why a lot of their costumes have this heavy kind of purple accent across everything. Obviously, this is like all purple, so it's not necessarily an accent, more of like clearly what they're going for. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's look at this without. Go away. Okay. See, one thing though, abs are so difficult for me to draw. Like, male muscle body is difficult. Very much difficult. We're gonna kind of block in the idea of a stomach here. But I'm gonna worry more about that later. Because I want to. And I don't feel like looking at it right now. Oh, oops. Stabilizer, please. Thank you. Who's blowing up my phone? Okay. Sorry, drag show group chats. Okay. These go away. Line art of the clothes always stresses me out. It's like, where do I put the folds and the creases? Sometimes I just kind of overlap little blurb shapes and it kind of works. It's not a educated choice, but it is at least a somewhat accurate choice. Okay. I really want to get back into Photoshop. Last time I used it was when you could actually buy it. Yeah, back when they made cave paintings in Photoshop. I think... I'm trying to think when I started using Photoshop. I don't know. I know for a while I just didn't really understand how to make digital art. It was kind of like stressed me out too much. I wasn't really like interested in it that much. And so I didn't really pursue learning it until like high school. Oh my god, I will punch you. Hello. Welcome to the TikTok chat. How are you doing tonight? I feel like it's been forever, OMG. Also, I'm fine. How are you? I'm good. I know it has been forever. My life has been too much recently. I had to cancel yesterday's stream because my car like died. But we're here. You're here. I'm here. We are all here. And yeah, we're just kind of relaxing today. Just doing a little doodles. catching up on some commission work I've been procrastinating. Honestly, I've been exhausted the past few days, lol. Yeah, I feel you there. I really do. Also, what's wild is like this man that we're drawing right now is currently about to go on stage on Broadway. Like it's 7 o'clock. Death Becomes Her started like 21 minutes ago. Or maybe they started 8. Either way, he's at the theater about to do this very show again for like the 4th time this week. Or no, 3rd. You're amazing at drawing? Well, thank you. I try. I think it would honestly be a little embarrassing if I like had a degree in illustration and like sucked. Could you imagine? Thank you, Jordan, for the gifts. If this would pass through, we'll go like here. Not to say anybody, but I definitely went to school with people who weren't that great that were illustration majors. But look, that's what college, I guess, is for. To spend money to figure yourself out? I don't know. I went into college with a mission, so I enjoyed my experience, but I understand that not everybody gets to go under ideal circumstances, and sometimes people's parents pressure them into picking something, and then you end up in a degree you don't want to do or aren't that good at. But luckily, couldn't be me. I'm trying to draw this nipple. I'm trying to just indicate this nipple. I feel like that's fine. Jacob, can I will punch you draw? Is this all a ruse? Is I will punch you just pretending not to be able to draw for attention right now? I will punch you. I believe you. I feel like you probably, like my gut tells me you probably are pretty good at drawing. I don't know you, but you can't? I don't know. See, now I'm like kind of on Jacob's side here. I feel like maybe you can draw. It's not that she can draw good, at least, but like compared to me. See, I feel like people unfairly give people props though for their drawing ability. Like, it takes so long and takes so much practice to actually like draw stuff that looks like you're good at drawing. Like, you're shit at drawing for like ever, for like literally what feels like years. Yeah, maybe Jacob, because it is years, but like, you know what I mean? Like, drawing is such, like, you really can never learn enough about how to draw. So it's one of those things that, like, you know, give yourself props. If you can draw even just a little bit, that's like good. That's like a huge accomplishment. Not everybody can draw much at all. Some people have terrible like visual learning skills, and like trying to envision something in their head is just not possible. Like, I know somebody who like cannot really visualize. Like, it's not pictures in their brain, and that's like a huge thing which is I think what makes art more natural for some people, is like you have to train your brain to see pictures, and some people just can't do it, and some people can't do it and still know how to draw, but it's a whole different skill. Like, I can't imagine that. I compare my drawings to other people's, so that's why I think it's not good. Well, yeah, I mean, that's like how you learn to draw. Like, I hate everything I make too. Like, if you don't hate everything you make, then you're never gonna get good. Like, obviously do it healthily and don't like beat yourself up, but like, I think that it is honestly more damaging to yourself as an artist to love everything you draw. I think that's a big learning red flag. Like, you're doomed if you think everything you draw is good. Because you'll just never get better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like, I don't know. Anytime anyone's like, be easier on yourself, I'm like, no. Like, I give myself props. Like, when I make something that I am proud of, I'll tell you. Like, I'm proud of, like, that Jennifer drawing we did on the last art stream. Very proud of that drawing. Like, I popped off there. But when I don't pop off, I'm gonna tell myself I didn't pop off. Otherwise, where would be the merit to say that I'm a good artist or not? Because I would have no way to know if I ever make anything of value. Does he have earrings? I don't know, but we're gonna give him earrings. I feel like he probably doesn't actually wear earrings just for the sake of like the amount of costume changes this man does in the show. But like the actual character definitely wears earrings. What type of earrings though? What type of earrings though? Let's look up some earrings. Purple crystal earrings. Ooh, almost like those teardrop ones. These pageant jewels here. I like the gold, but I would have to do silver because he doesn't really wear gold. I liked, where was it on the other page? By the way, not trying to rush you or anything, but when are we get? I will punch you. I will punch you. No, I'm kidding. It's not. I genuinely just keep forgetting about it. And I'm not gonna lie to you about that. I have not thought about it because I just don't really like. I also need to go grocery shopping, and like I will try to remember when I go grocery shopping, but I cannot make any promises. And just like those are things I never have in the house. Like I like tomatoes, but I never buy them because they always go bad. And I certainly am not buying milk, but if I pick up all my milk at the store, I will try to remind myself to get a tomato. FNAF movie today. Oh my god, I keep forgetting. I have to go see it tomorrow. Except no, because I'm streaming. Sorry guys, can't stream going to the FNAF movie. That actually, like, y'all would support me in that, I think. Okay. Hi, Iris. How are you? Is this like the Iris? Iris, do I know you? Are you like the Iris that I know in person? Because I do know somebody named Iris. Or are you just a fellow Iris that's in chat? One of the many Iri of the world. No, I'm Noodles. Oh my god, Noodles, stop confusing me. So you are the Iris I know. You're one of the Irises I know. I swear, you show up in a different account every time. Another account, haha. Okay, we're gonna send a quick snapshot of this to the actor and see what he thinks. He probably won't respond for a while, but You never know. He might respond during intermission or something. Oh wait, Death Becomes Her posted a new TikTok. What is it?
Right here. She's got a gun. It's all letterly soft. And I've got something for you.
Sorry, just
Right here.
don't mind me.
It's all letterly soft.
Indigo Tuck Tapes just gave me a brilliant idea. Chocolate tomato milk. That's wild. That's actually diabolical. Gray wants to know if they can borrow your big sunglasses. What big sunglasses? I mean, yeah. I don't know what sunglasses Gray's referring to, though. You're free to come in and look for them. Or Gray or whoever. But yeah, whatever you need. Keep in chat, send. Anna Wintour. What glasses did we use for Anna Wintour? Wait, I can check this because I have a sticker. I got viewers finally. Yay! Where's the Anna Wintour sticker? Oh! Wait, let me get them. I think I have them. Yes. These ones. Yeah. Yes, I have them.
And I've got something for...
Okay. Now we... Hello!
You look crazy. Thank you.
Yeah. Your profile picture is cute. Thank you. I made it. Wait, actually, let's pull her up. I haven't got a good look at her in so long. Profile pic. Where is she? There she is. Aw. I love her. I'm very happy with how this came out. I want to do more little doodles like this. What is... Oh, that was the... I just love looking at all... Can I screenshot and try to draw it? Sure. Go ahead. Send it to me if you do. Oh, I was so happy with the eyes on this. It's so cute. I just think it's funny when you take the liner away, how scary it looks underneath. Anyway. How could I send it to you? Well, you could send it to me on TikTok, right? Or Instagram? Oh, welcome back, Donovan. I just made a template for some pants. Oh, work. What are you sewing pants for? I need new sweatpants, so I'm just gonna make some. Hey, work. I love that. I keep getting my accounts removed on Insta and on TikTok. You can't send images unless it's a comment. Okay, well then I guess I'll cry. I don't know. Also, again, these colors will be adjusted once I like actually block everything in. I just gotta make my masks first. Omgio is in the chat. What? Oh, when I sent the... Oh, me. Yeah, here, I can... What should I say? Yo, mama. Yo, grandmama. Tuck tapes, there's a Discord. Oh yeah, send it on Discord! It's in my bio. Discord, I'm howling at the moon. I hate that fucking song. My mouse cursor was hovering over the timeout. For somebody who brings up their dead grandma a lot, you seem to be awfully sensitive that I've brought it up. Fuck ya, chicken strips. That looks great. It looks great. I'm honestly very proud of how this looks. Looks like I Will Punch You has joined the Discord. Welcome. Okay, now this needs to lean a little more there. Oh, you're telling me that I just drew that whole thing on the background? You're telling me that I drew that whole thing on the background? Okay, well, that's great. Anyway, okay, fixed isolating that. That's really embarrassing. I want it to have a red undertone. That's nice. Okay. Ooh, that skin tone is just so gorgeously scrumptious. Love the depth to it. Wait, I want a little more red. That's good. Okay. Ugh, the shading I'm gonna get to do on this is gonna be so good. And no hair to draw. No hair to draw. I love it. Let's get a nice, we're just going to use this as the mask color, even though this is not the right color. Again, we just need kind of the vibe of this shape, and then we'll go in and do the actual color. See, this edge is, fuck you. Sorry. I guess we use opacity to kind of feather the edge a little. And then we can kind of do a more... We'll turn the opacity off and do the actual main part of it. I want my sticker. Sorry, Donovan. I need to get more spots. I need to figure out which one to take away because I don't have enough spots for it. Jordan, I haven't showed this to you yet, but Donovan sent me this these crazy. Actually, wait, I need y'all to look at this right now. Donovan, I need to share out your shit. Okay. Sorry, I just threw something across my room.
I've got something for you.
What the fuck? Y'all need to look at this. Y'all better come up here and get one of these. Where is it? This video. This is Donovan. Take away a GG. Oh, true. I could move one of the other ones to a generic one. Okay. This is Donovan dressed as a minion, riding a scooter, or Donovan's scooter, who, by the way, Donovan does not keep the scooter outside. Donovan keeps the scooter inside because it's like a fucking dog. Donovan dressed as Gru. Just riding through a field. I think it's my favorite video in the world. And I really want to make this a sticker. It's the way it's so washed out is so funny, but anyway. That's all. Where's my pen? Guys, where's my pen? Where's my pen? Did I drop it? I did drop it. Oh. This shit looks like ass! I hate coloring. A video of Donovan as Gru might save humanity. Will save humanity. Oh, the flow is off. We need that flow on 100%. 1,000,000%. Hello? Who's here?
Sorry, did I leave my blue blood palette in here?
Yep, it's in my makeup cabinet on the bottom.
Okay, word. I was like freaking out. Sorry.
No, you're good. I just totally forgot it was even there. Love you.
Okay.
Let's actually turn down the hardness just a little bit. Okay. Oh, it looks like we need just a tad bit more of that skin tone under there. Oop. There we go. Looks nice. My digital footprint's gonna come back to whoop my ass. You're telling me. My digital footprint has corns. Like, I need Dr. Scholl's for my digital footprint down bad. Bitch, what? I Like I'm saying my digital footprint is fucked. Oh. Oh, girl, stop. Thank God y'all don't know my last name. We could figure it out, I'm sure. Find Donovan's last name challenge. Docs Donovan challenge. Absolutely, I support it. Ooh. I feel like it's honestly easier if I just do this and then we can erase away the edge. No? Like, I feel like that, to me, for some reason makes more sense. Honestly, we could probably just lasso. Where's my polygon? There we go. Let's just lasso delete this. Polygon lasso is my favorite. Like, oh, wait, except that was the wrong. I was looking at the wrong cutout. This is what we need to cut out. The other part needs to stay. Okay, stop, please. I spoke too soon about Miss Polygon Lasso. There we go. Work. Oh, oops, kind of missed that part up there. It's okay. Nothing we can't fix. There we go. Let's fill this out here. That's pretty fucking fierce. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Looks pretty fucking good. Let's go in. Oh. And just remove some of this to kind of feather this edge a little. There we go. And then lastly, wipe that there. Oh, why did I think this was? I forgot that this wasn't. I'm stupid. I forgot that this color was the one that's over. Okay. Boom. That looks great. Now, oh, this needs fixed. Oh, come on. Okay, work. Now that's done. Except, I swear I fixed this. I guess I must have undone it. Hey, you know what I haven't thought of yet? The Kokichi Tsumi video. I Will Punch You, you love. That is like your designated video. I feel like at this point it's just like dedicated to you. It is, yeah. You know what? You're right. You're right. Okay, so that's good. Now, I do want to bring this back to white. Or, actually, I'm glad I did that because that highlights a lot of incorrect, or the lines aren't meeting properly. Okay, that looks better. But I want it to be kind of a very backlit. Let's get this properly colored too. So this is going to be more of a deep purple as well. I want it to have this kind of glowy, like, purple lighting going on behind it. So it's kind of a vignette with a little purple. And then part of me wants almost like these like strand, like plumes of like almost like purple, like magic smoke like coming in. So let's get turn off smoothing. Let's turn on opacity and let's get this airbrush so we can kind of, I want it to feel like it's kind of like bursting. like different little petals and plumes of the pink and the white kind of mixing, and you know, and then maybe get a little deeper, and like these deep pockets of the magic smoke, whatever you want to call it, and then kind of pull parts of it in, kind of define little pieces of it. Yeah, I like that. New Sparks, how cold is it by you right now? It is 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get some of these pink kind of highlights coming in from the back, just to kind of give an idea of the lighting situation here. It's only 4 degrees by you? Holy shit. Thanks for another hint. It's okay, we know he's in Chicago. That has been revealed. Yeah, see, I knew that. Jordan's just not keeping up with it, I guess. Oh shit, that was not the color I thought I had. Okay, well, I didn't care enough to remember that. Honestly, it would be more concerning if you did. See how scrumptious that is? It's got a little blue in the shadows back here. That's too green of a blue. I need more of a purpley blue. Yeah. Ugh. That lighting already is like perfect. Also, my home and streets are in the vid I sent, I think. I'm not looking that close. Oh good, you can't see it in the vid. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go check. Y'all, I know where Donovan lives! The undersides of these cheekbones will have that purple on it. And same with the nose there. Part of this. And then this will have it. This will have it. Kind of go across there. We'll have part of that here. All right, let's make this a little bigger so we get a softer. The abs, the whatever they're called, the traps or the lat, I don't know. I never said I claimed to be. Oh, I thought I already fixed this, but I guess not. Okay. Okay, actually, maybe I went a little too hard. I guess it is just a subtle in like the grand scheme of things, but still. You don't want it to be too overpowered. Trying to like map where this man's shadows are gonna be. There we go. Now you can kind of see where it's meant to go. Eyes, teeth. Let's just map out the whites of the eyes and the teeth here real quick. Oh. Why is it on? Oh, because I was shading. Kind of stupid. Please go away. Go away. Oh. Damn, that bitch's eyes are glowing. There we go. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh. There we go. Let's get a little brightness in the whites of the eyes. Look at the pearly yellows. Bitch, it's in shadow. It's not gonna be white. The bright highlights are gonna be behind him on like the edges of his head. And what do you want me to... You know what, Donovan? You're right. You know what, Donovan? You're so right, actually. Let's just, you know what? Let's just make the whole thing white. Because that looks much better. Yeah. That looks much better. Kind of look like Cynthia. We're not doing this again, Donovan. It looked so much more like Cynthia Erivo earlier. It's still kind of, he still kind of does. But I gotta bring more, I'm gonna shade more of the structure back into his face. so that he looks less womanly. Oh, I know. Okay, shut up then. Couldn't remember if you saw that or not. Have you drawn Cynthia before? No, I have not. Which was wild that like my muscle memory turned this man into her. But also like drawing effeminate men is very difficult. Like you really gotta like teeter that line, because like what even is gender, you know? Like it's all made up anyway, so like how am I supposed to convey this thing that's not even real? Make the eyes red and it's Cynthia Erivo when someone looks at Ariana. Haha. Camera guy. No, really never got into it. That's honestly surprising. I don't know why I like assumed you were like a weeb of some kind. Most of the time, if people follow me, there's some weeb culture in there somewhere. What's that? Weeb? That means like someone who really likes anime and stuff. It's like internet slang. You know, your Kokichi Tsumugi video actually made me get into cosplay. Anybody but me, I have no weeb culture. Yeah, definitely not at all. I will punch you. Not at all. Definitely was not thinking about you specifically when I said that. This one plane of the face I need to kind of... I guess this plane is more here than it is anywhere else. Sorry, faces are stressful sometimes, guys. Jordan just followed my mom on Facebook. What? Jordan, how is that possible? I hate drawing faces so much that I made a character without a face just so I wouldn't have to draw it. I've definitely done things like that before. But don't be afraid of faces. You can't get better at them if you don't do them. It is very hard to draw them, but that's everything if you really think about it. Taking my first figure drawing course and having to just draw pages of like ears and feet. Oh yes, this fuchsia eye is cunt. Let's add a little depth. A little super depth. And then once you got that, let's switch to a blue neutral and add a reflection at the top. And then let's maybe do like a bright center. And then what if we did, hear me out. Hear me out. If we did like a oh, oops. Oh, shit. I need horizontal symmetry. Let's just do it down here. Okay. You do that. And then what if we kind of like look at that. And then if we took this and did like something like this. And if we made it bigger, maybe not. I think that's kind of cool. If we and then if we like erased it around like the pupil where the line art is. That's kind of cool. Except it was a joke before, but I got followed. But I just got followed. Help me, OMG. What do you mean? you okay? I like the idea of this, but I think it's too complicated. I think it's covering up too much of him. Maybe I can use this elsewhere. We're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna ignore it for now. And to go when Danganronpa 2x2 comes out, are you gonna play it? Oh my god, obviously. Obviously. Yes, yes, yes. 1000% yes. There's like a... Ooh, see, that's kind of cool. We did the vivid light. Trying to figure out what the best, like, glow effect would be for this. Let's leave it at that for now. I think that's kind of cool. Which, luckily, your DMs, you should buy me the Coach wallet. I'm not buying you a Coach wallet. I'm to go help. What, Jordan requesting to follow you? I mean, Donovan, you know, we're gonna kill you. No, I don't know what you want me to say. It's Jordan. You followed back, though. It's okay, Donovan. I can send you Jordan's address. I do have that information. Trying to send a progress picture to this dude. Okay. There we go. I may not know where Jordan lives, but I do know where Jordan's gonna end up. And it's hot as fuck. Hell. Okay, y'all. Not gonna lie, I think I hate to say it, but I think this is where I'm gonna end the stream. I do think this is where I'm gonna end it. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame.
Well, yes.
I completely forgot about my soundboard this whole show, but
That's dumb. You should kill yourself.
back to what I was saying. Thank you so much for coming, but I do think I'm gonna end the stream here today just because I want to. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't planning on streaming today, like I said. I just wanted to make up for yesterday's stream I had to cancel. I would prefer to keep the mask on. What? We are gonna do a normal stream tomorrow, like video games and stuff. Donovan, are you free tomorrow or are you free Sunday? Because I want to play that horror game on Roblox. Maybe we can do Sunday. I feel like Sunday would be better for people, but we'll see. But I do want to play Water Park Sim. I want to play more Scorn. It won't be a super long one again because I do work. I do work Saturday, so it won't be super late tomorrow night, but we will stream after I get off. I don't get off work till 7, so I don't think we're gonna start the stream till like 8, just so y'all know. It won't let me message you on Twitch for some reason, Donovan. But yeah, continue next stream. Okay. Yes, I'll be the happiest person ever if Mekon ends up you're a survivor, like your of your PFP. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm confused. I will punch you. I read those so out of context because I've been terrible at checking chat, but I can play whenever. I'll make it work. Like how you make my man work, JK. I don't have no man, I only have Jesus. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's where we're gonna end it. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for coming along on this fun little stream moment. And I will see you guys tomorrow for whatever we decide to do tomorrow. I'll see you at 8 EST. I love the drawing. Good stream. Thank you, Sia. We'll probably work on this drawing more on Sunday because I got to finish it soon. I want to get paid for it, so I want to finish it. Anyway, have a good rest of your night, everybody. I'm going to go to Still Carabiner. If you're in Pittsburgh, come to Still Carabiner at Blue Moon. I'll be there. Bye.